What is going on, everybody? Mr. Ghostman here, and welcome back to a update video on the Logan Harper quest here on Project Castaway. Keep in mind, a lot of you guys were saying that you guys only got to the aftermath and only a 61% completion. There has been an update. I'm not sure. I tried to go back and watch footage to see how I got to 69% completion, but apparently I actually just did the exact same thing. But to test the theory, I created 3 different new worlds and went in straight to find the notes. And apparently one of them was different than the next two. So I did it 2 more times, and I'm here to tell you that this is the exact order you want to collect them to get up to the 69% completion. Uh, since the update, they have done a few things, just like the radio cassettes not spawning for players. I was one of those, so I had to start a new world, which you just saw me working on at the beginning. So location number 1, obviously you want to come here to Plain Island, as I so call it, because it has a big wreck on it. And if you make your way up the hill on the side of the plane here, this is where you will find Logan Harper's first note. Now keep in mind, you do have to collect them in order. I didn't believe that you did at first, but after doing so many different worlds and looking for the notes, you kind of do have to follow an order to be able to get them to spawn, because they can not all of them are spawned off the rip. So once you find the first one, the second one will spawn, and once you find the second, the third one will spawn, and so on and so on. So yeah, let's go on to location number 2. Okay, so location number 2, obviously it's going to be on this back right side of the plane. Be careful with the leopard, because he still roams the area. So you're just going to come right up here. You'll see it here up top. That is location number 2 for the Logan Harper quest. So you can just see me here looking around for that leopard, because he can literally come out of nowhere. He can spawn very near you if you're in the middle of all that vegetation. So here you'll see that the journal, it starts off at 7%, and once you find the second one, it goes up to 15%, which is part 2, the struggle. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to location number 3. Okay, so location number 3 is just between the planes here. If you come between the planes, you will pretty much just go right from there. Here, I was hearing something in the moment, so I was trying to look for it, or like a spider or something. So it's literally just in a straight shot from between both planes. So you're just gonna come right over here, and you'll see it again on the side of the cliff here, right behind a tree. So you want to go ahead and collect that, and this will be part 3 of Logan Harper, his quest, and you'll see the percentage goes up to 23%, and it is part 3, reality sets in. Again, make sure you kind of just follow in this direction and the order that I'm going, just to make it easier. Then you're just gonna get confused, and you're not, gonna remember where to go if you're not really paying attention. I tend to get lost when I'm looking for a lot of notes. So, it's just okay. I check this location, and then I check that location. Okay, well, I missed it. It's right in the middle. So just follow along, and then let's go to location number 4. Okay, so location number 4 is going to be right here on this beach area. Just look for that big old tree up on the hill of the island, and you're going to make a left, and it should be right over here on this side of this big rock. You can already see it come in sight, rendered in. So you're just going to go right here. This will be location number 4, which will then bring you to 30% completion, will be part 4, the choice, for Logan Harper's quest. So with that being said, now let's head on over to location number 5. Okay, so location 5 is actually going to be just left of location 4. In this spot right here, you'll actually have 2 notes nearby, so that's pretty cool, because you don't have to, roam around that whole island even more. It's going to be right here on this side, on this big rock that's angled. It doesn't really matter in which order you collect them. They both spawn. It'll just put the notes in order for you. So you see here, it'll bring you up to 38% completion, a part 5, growing attachments, from the Logan Harper story. And then we can just head on over here, and we can collect part number 7 in the journal, which would be, or excuse me, part 6 of Emma's Smile, from Logan Harper. So this will give you up to 46% completion of the notes. Now let's head over to the last few notes that we have to find on the island. Okay, so location 7 is just going to be right in this area, right side of the island from where we were. So you just follow the sand, and it's going to be right here. Basically, you'll see here when I turn around, you'll see 2 sand hills to the right, and then the rock area to the left. And that's where you'll find location 7. So this is going to bring in part 7, which is titled Despair, from Logan Harper. It brings the completion up to 53% of his story. I did find a bottle note, that's why I clicked it. I've already read most of the bottle notes. I haven't found 2. I was gonna do a video on those, but those actually just spawn anywhere. You can circle one island and you'll find one, and then you can leave the island for a few days, and you go back and you might see another one. Just, you know, you didn't miss it, because I think they just wash up from the ocean. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on over to part 8 of the note locations. Okay, so location 8 is actually going to be just further down from location 7. It's going to come right up here between all this vegetation, and you'll see the note right there. And I'll show you here in just a second the completion that it brings us up to. Again, the previous video, I believe I found 8, and it gave me the completion, but here it didn't. So you notice it says at 61% the aftermath. So the last video I collected 8, and I already had the finished conclusion of the story, but this time it gave me the aftermath. So I had to look for the last note, which didn't take long. I spotted it pretty quick. And I don't know if it's from the update from before. Some people had to find 9 total, and some of them only had to find 8. I'm not sure if it was part of the game, but let's just go ahead and show you where location number 9 is. Okay, so location 9 is just going to be more over here, back towards location 5. Just look for this rock area. It's going to be sitting on this little tiny rock here, and this will be the final and 9th note location of the Logan Harper story. And you can see here, I'm going to show you in a second in the journal, that exactly shows a 69% completion, and it's still going to be part 8. It's just the second part to part 8, if that makes sense. It's going to be under the final wish, and then he leaves you one last quest. You need to find the hat, a necklace, and a picture that he asks you, and that will give you the full 100% completion. But obviously I'm not going to show you guys that, because I want you guys to get the full game experience and hunt those down yourselves. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope it's been very helpful and showing you the updated version of the Logan Harper note locations. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video of finding all the blueprints, or maybe any of the other quests, this like the cassette quest. If you guys need help finding the submarine, if you guys need help trying to know how to get into the pirate ship that's sunken, anything you guys need and want to learn and get tips on, drop it in the comments below. I have kind of a no life in this game. I have quite a few hours on it, more like I think 4 or 5 days on this game, multiple worlds, and this one is my current new world, because I was actually able to see the first cassette location, and I ended up finding all of them already. And so yeah, we're kind of starting fresh from this island here. And if you guys want any other tips, and want to know where any of the other notes are, like the lieutenant one, I always forget his name, Lieutenant Thompson. If you guys need help finding those notes, please drop it in the comments below. I'll be glad to make that video for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's Mr. Ghostman, and we'll see you in the next one. And make sure you like and subscribe, or you might get diarrhea. I don't know, one of the two. Alright, bye.